we're here for our Firebirds pre-season camp leading into our 2019 season. And then this morning we had a bit of a physical activity to challenge the girls. Kicked off with an early start and have just come up from the beach. It's a beautiful day, perfect day for it, and I'm sure they wouldn't rather be anywhere else. The coaches and I, out of this camp, we want to give the players a reference point that we can continually go back to throughout the pre-season when things get hard. We're trying to push them to their limits here, make them uncomfortable so that they understand what they're capable of. It's all about individual group dynamics and how that specific group is able to kind of gel. We've obviously had pre-season camps before and pushed it to different extents. I think it's about finding a fine balance and pushing them and then also debriefing that. So not just doing something physical and pushing them to the edge and smashing them, but also after that, the group really appreciates the opportunity to debrief and talk about their experiences. So we kind of get on the back of the challenge and make sure that we're getting everything we can out of it. Okay, so this morning we did the Pails of Pain challenge. The girls were split into 5 groups of 2. Each of them had a big bin and then 2 pails, 2 20-litre pails. And the goal was over a 30-minute time period or a half of netball to fill as many of those bins as they could with seawater. We had coaches standing behind each bin to act as a tally and just oversee the proceedings. So once the girls would fill a bin, they'd tip that bin out. It's their responsibility to tip the bin out, completely upside down, put it back upright, and then just go again. Coach takes the tally, and then at the end we obviously had a competition to see who could fill the most. So we had 5 teams. The black team was Kim and Tara, the yellow team Mahalia and Gabi. Next along the line was the blue team. So we had Diddy and Tippah, and then we had the red team with Gretel and Katie, and then on the end we had Jemma and Clem with the green team. And part of the idea of the challenge was to kind of really embrace that competitiveness in our athletes. And despite the fact they're all in a team and they pull together on game day, at the same token really wanting to beat their teammate or get the most out of any challenge that's put in front of them. So by the time we got to about the 25-minute mark, the tactics really started to show, and the girls that were carrying the 2 full 20-litre buckets were starting to really creep ahead. So with, I think it was like 3 minutes left, we had 3 groups in just real close proximity to one another and really hard to distinguish any differences in how many bins they'd filled. So what we did is we put in extra time. We chucked on an extra 5 minutes. We didn't let the players know at the end of the 30 minutes who was still in the fray, just so all of them would work just as hard. So at that 30-minute mark, essentially we had the green team with Clem and Jem, the black team with Kim and Tara, and then the yellow team with Hals and Gabi. And we gave them all 5 minutes to go hard at the end, and they dug deep, which was excellent to see. So in 5th place we had Tippah and Romelda, 4th Gretel and Katie, in 3rd place we had Clem and Jem, 2nd place Kim and Tara. The winning tally was the yellow group, which was Mahalia and Gabi, and they filled nearly 13 half bins, nearly 7 full bins in the time frame of about half an hour.